Welcome to the Spinwhiz Comic Show.
Whoa.
From Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us for exclusive interviews with the publishers bringing you the newest titles in indie comics, webcomics, movies, and more.
No way.
And now, here's your host, Jeff Palumbo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I am always your host, Jeff Palumbo. And I'll tell you what, I'm a little scattered tonight. It's amazing that we actually have the owner of Scattered Comics tonight, Jason Dube, with us, because I've had such a cluster of a night and Jason has been awesome in being understanding of my situation. My puppy had to go to the vet unbeknownst to me. Because, you never really plan for a vet trip when you're a puppy. And she's back there now. Kind of all passed out. She had a rough day. So I wanted to make sure I got back because Jason, who we're going to have on in just a moment, is actually one of my new favorite people. His content is sick. Not only does he do all sorts of writing creative craziness, he also owns Scattered Comics, and he has a new one on IndieGoGo, which should be crazy, and you'll be able to see the background and be like, damn, what's up, nipples? And I'll be like, yeah, that's right. So for people that like to get a little freaky deaky, they are vampires, and vampires are well known to show nipples because they are immortal and their boobs never sag. It's just one of the things that happens. So bonus, I guess. There's got to be an upside to being stuck in a demonic body and go to hell eventually, if that's the way that your vampires work, unless they sparkle like a bitch, which these do not. So anyway, without further ado, let me bring the man of the hour in, and by hour I mean 15 minutes. If I can make it. There he is, Jason Dube.
Hey, Jeff, thanks for having me, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
We got through the beginning now.
Holy shit, it has been, and I have to thank you again. It's just been crazy. I wanted to have this set up, and you've just been awesome. So helpful.
We all go through these things, so it's.
Anybody?
And yes, I'm going to use this as a tagline for maybe a future vampire comic. They're immortal, they're nipples. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was a riff, by the way. Jason,
was it?
Jason did not write that. That was just all me playing off the fact that that the art's amazing. And what we're going to talk about tonight is LYLITH and Mara comic book. Let me drop that link in here now. And for those of you that are just watching on YouTube, don't sweat it. The links are below. All you got to do is go down. You can find Jason's stuff. There's also a link for all of his content on Spinwhiz. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, we want to talk about this because I'm a big fan of the horror classic anyway.
You're perfect for this book then.
The women that are drawn are lovely, seductive, which most of the hot vampire women are. And so let's go in a little bit as to how did this come about? Who's drawing it? Who's writing it? Give us the love. The link's already in chat.
All right. Well, LYLITH and Mara, they're the original vampire twin sisters. Actually, one of them is the original vampire that created all vampires from her, and then the other sister is the original succubus, where all succubus races come from. So they're kind of the keystone to the beginning of the whole of those creatures. So this is their story, and it's told in a way. On Spinwhiz, you have a comic book already in your archives called Shadowhunters.
We do have Shadowhunters.
Yes, you do.
I will link it into chat right now.
He's like, plug!
I got it.
So, yes. So this is actually kind of a story that comes out of Shadowhunters in a way. Because in the Shadowhunters series, there are these zombie vampire type creatures that run amok called feeders. And this is kind of where LYLITH and Mara come from and where the feeders come from. So it's kind of an origin story, but the opening sequence to the comic book, when you see LYLITH and Mara, is right in the middle of a super huge action scene taken straight out of modern day Shadowhunters that's going on right now.
That's bitchin'. Love the crossover.
Yeah. So yeah, everything's connected. I wasn't not trying to do like a Marvel Universe thing here, but from all the books that I do, everything actually connects. So
that's great. So you have, not to jump into other titles, but you have other titles on Spinwhiz as well. You have Blank, Dr. Dream, and then Lucha Mystery, as well as the new one we just put up, Two-Fisted Adventures.
Yes, by Ben Tinsley. Yep. Yes.
And Ben will be on next Wednesday. Ben will be on with his son. They're both going to be on.
Oh, yeah, because his son co-writes the series, so that's perfect.
Yep, so we're going to have them awesome. On. But does Blank...
I didn't know that.
I was dropping... Yeah, I haven't...
Wow,
I forgot to...
I didn't about my people.
I know, I didn't even tell you. Ben and I think we solidified it yesterday, so sorry about that. I should have
No. I'm actually working on a comic book for him called Blonde Assassin, so I'm drawing some pages for him. But, I should probably keep on Lilith Mara, though.
Yes, let's do that.
So anyway, this is a one-shot comic book that tells their story. It's on IndieGoGo right now. It's got 18 days left, and we are already into our 3,000 stretch goal. So we unlocked a bunch of extra goodies.
100%.
Yes. So that's exciting. It really just took off. So we're really excited. We're really glad it's being received really well by everybody, and we keep coming up with these unlocking stretch goals. We're like, man, we're just giving away all kinds of goodies here. All right, this is awesome. We love it because when we are able to get higher dollar amounts, we're able to do extra stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's a win-win for everybody.
That's awesome. So who wrote it? Who drew it? Who's the team?
So I wrote the story. I created and wrote the story. The artist is Frederick Ellison Jr. The cover artist that you see right behind me here is Summer Dale. She does amazing artwork. I discovered her just as I was doing my last comic book called Genesis, and she did a variant cover for me then. And after that, I was like, okay, I have to have her work for everything now. So now she's doing. She did this cover art here. She did another piece for a variant cover for Lilith Mara that you see on the campaign page, and she also did just a head of Lilith, and we are giving that away as a sticker. But she's such an amazing artist.
Damn, so you got a crack team on this.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Noel Serrato, he also did a variant edition cover of the book that you'll see, and one's a tame version and one's a not tame version.
Would you go as far as to say naughty?
I would.
I like it. All
we
right.
Have, put the little box, like the censor boxes on the naughty cover.
Yeah, those are the hardest to draw.
Page. So you get the idea. So when you get the comic, those signs will not be there. But yeah, so he did some amazing artwork. He did some original artwork that you can find on the page, as well as some other variant stuff. So just a lot of great stuff. He's also going to be doing a lot of add-ons. So if you get the book, you can mark an add-on where you can have, it's called a bloodbath. He will actually draw blood on the cover, like covering the characters, or you can do a head sketch markup, which is him drawing a head sketch right on the cover. Nice. And then I'll be doing original artwork on the backboards as well. Oh, let me see. I don't know if you can see this, but so this is original piece. This is the first original sketch I just did.
Love it
for someone.
That's awesome.
Who pledged? That's weird. It kind of melt right into the background.
Well, it's just hey, vampires. They do whatever the hell they want.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So the one you were just talking about, is that the $100 Noel Serrato piece that's there?
Yes, that's 100. Yeah, the $100 one that you're looking at, it's got like the head with the blood dripping down her. That was all done in pencil, inks, markers, and acrylic paint. So it's almost like you're getting like a piece of original traditional art. So
that's awesome.
That's the $100 one.
That's one you want to frame. That's not.
Yeah, I'm like thinking, maybe is it bad form for me to get it?
It is not bad form for you to get it. No, it is definitely not. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. That's probably my favorite part about going to shows is I meet all these great people that I get to know, we haven't met at a show yet, but well, if the shows ever come back, we will.
Yes,
but
we will.
It makes me want to, the people I work with and the people that I like as people, I want them to draw something for me, not because I want to put it in something and just keep it and never look at it again. I want to put it on my wall and be like, I actually know him or her. Like, I'm friends with them.
Right.
We talk. Like, that's the people that I like to almost promote in my own office, who these people are.
Awesome. Yeah. No, it worked for us as well as creators, as if we have any extra money at convention, we're buying all our friends' books and trying to support them and, helping them out because we love them and we want to show that we support each other. So, yeah, so I get you, man. Yeah, same way.
Yeah, it's tough, too, because obviously running a company, which you all know, is draining on a bank account. And you see all these cool things. You're like, I want to get this. And I'm like, but I can't. Holy shit. And it's actually the main reason I haven't done Chimera again, my comic, is because I'm putting everything that I would have spent on that into Spinwhiz so that everybody else can get better. And it's just one of the things. But eventually, someday, hopefully, we're all rolling in cash and I can bring it back, right?
It'll come back. It'll come back. I'll be first in line.
Hell yeah, baby. And we hopefully, with what we're doing a print on demand, we will be able to offer maybe an exclusive cover variant of like 10 or 20 that we print out and sell right from the site for people that really, maybe they missed the Kickstarter. Maybe it's one of the ones that they couldn't get. Maybe 100 is too pricey because of coronavirus, but they want to do one for 20 or 25.
Right.
Let's work on it so that we can make sure the people that may want something in between can get it. But for right now, go make sure that Lilith and Mara is going to take place. Let's get it to 1,000%. I really want to see it hit 1,000%.
Awesome. That would be amazing.
I think it'd be great.
I'm already pretty floored where it's at right now, but yeah, we always want to keep going to that next tier.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Well, and I think everybody needs to know that, and this is not me saying this about Jason. This is not because he's a partner on Spinwhiz. It's not because of anything. It's not because he's on the show. He's actually an awesome guy. And I know this because we had Evan on 2 weeks ago, and he validated that Jason's an awesome guy.
Oh, Evan's awesome.
And he's Canadian, so he's not going to lie.
He's not going to lie.
So
love you, Evan.
That's right. He's probably watching right now. I'm like, oh, God. But I really think that people in indie, the reason a lot of people gravitate first for the art and the content, but then they really sink in when they like you. And I think that for those of you who have never met Jason and don't know of Scattered Comics, that's okay. What I want you to do is go to Spinwhiz Comics and check out all their content because most of it's for free right now to read. And then if you really like it, go to Lilith and Mara and just back it is what I really want you to do, because Jason and his team are such good people that these are the people that you want to see succeed regardless of the content they put out. Man. It just happens that their content kicks ass also. So it's really a 2-for-1.
Man, thank you. You can't tell them, but I'm blushing right now.
And I don't have to bullshit. That's the easiest part. Like it's true. So
wow. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great thing when I found out you were coming on Spinwhiz. I was super pumped because this content's so good. And I'm just like,
it's funny. The story with that actually is funny because you contacted me about a month or two before I heard about you through Evan, and we were talking on Instagram.
Yep.
And I had you on my list of things to get back and get into this, and then I heard from Evan, and he's like, oh yeah, Spinwhiz. I'm like, wait, I know him. What? I know him already. Wait a minute. So then I was like, I dropped you a direct message on Facebook.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just solidified everything right then. I was like, okay, we got to do this now.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And I was speaking with Joe yesterday, Joe Vallon, and
yeah,
we were singing your praises on his show yesterday. So
oh God, I love that freaking guy. He talk about a down to earth, wicked creative writer. Like, yeah, he is insane, and his intelligence level is through the roof. So the stuff that he says and comes up with, I'm just like, and he's so funny too. Like I really want to get him drunk one night and really like have that show. The one that almost gets us kicked off of YouTube, that's where I want to go with it.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I keep my beverages out of screen, so you're not going to get in trouble from me.
Well, and that's okay. We will have when we get together as like a powwow, it'll be a drink only show.
There you go.
Like, left hand is always carrying something, and if somebody donates, because everything I do on Twitch, all donations and subscriptions go to a charity.
Sweet.
So we'll have to have something like if somebody donates $10, we'll all have to drink, and so we might be plenty hammered by the end of the night too. And I drink bourbon or scotch, so
what? Oh man!
Yeah,
you drink the heavy stuff.
yeah. College was expensive for me. Anywho, I don't do that anymore. But let's talk a little bit more. I know we're running out of time. Let's talk a little bit more.
Right, we're 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about Lilith and Mara. Is there anything else you want to get out? Because I already linked all of your content that's already on Spinwhiz. Blank, Dr. Dream, Lucha Mystery, Shadow Hunters, and Two Fisted. And we're going to have some more stuff coming, if I'm not mistaken.
I want to get all the books that I put out in the past. I wanted to get those. I want to have those in your library. So we got Panda Days, which is a fun little, more for like a younger adult age, I guess. At least that's what it was tailored for. But it seems like the market when I went to conventions was mostly the teenage crowd loved it. So I was trying to get something for the younger kids. So I guess it didn't work so much.
Whatever works, man.
That one's coming your way. Gosh, I keep knocking this out. I've got it's a horror magazine it starts off with a horror comic in it, and then the rest is like interviews and stuff there's Rena Young, who does the Movie Massacre television series. Mm-hmm. She helps put this together. So what we do is we always have someone do a horror comic, and then after that there's a photo shoot of Miss Misery, and then there's horror interviews with horror celebrities, stuff from her show, recipes of how to make scary foods, and special effects tutorials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we put out 3 issues so far of we call it Movie Massacre, to base on her Movie Massacre television show, but instead of the television show usually features one horror movie, we feature one horror comic. So yeah, I want to get those 3 over to you.
Oh yeah.
And I've got Caffeine Poison, which is a black and white comic. Now, Caffeine Poison and Panda Days are both in trade format now. Okay. So if that's cool.
That's cool.
All right. And I've got a number of things. So I'm not gonna I've been doing this for 27 years, so I got quite a library now at this point.
But you're younger than I am.
I don't think so. Probably
you
not.
look younger than I am.
Thank you. I'll take that. But I just turned 27. So.
And I just turned 42 last week. So.
All right. So okay.
But you look like you're in your 30s.
Brother, thank you, man.
Holy shit! Do you moisturize? Is that why? I heard moisturizing is a big thing. Like I've tried it and it makes me break out. So I don't.
I you know what? Me too. No, I don't really like lotions and stuff like that. Like it just feels greasy all the time to me. I know other people it's good for, they can do it, but for me I don't like it. So no, thank you. I'll just take the compliment. I don't have any like secrets or anything. I'm just
best interview for you ever.
Yeah, right? I'm like great comics, great looking guy, he's a great person. Man, I'm just like, I'm gonna record this one.
Yeah, this is gonna be your highlight reel.
Play it over and over. If I'm having a bad day, I'm like, where's that Jeff interview?
Yeah, I can, I can, maybe I need an app, and it's just like, you know what? I think you're amazing. Thank you for being here today. And let it lull you to sleep, so it just absorbs into your brain.
The Positive Self app.
Yeah, Positive Self, a Spinwhiz app. That's right. Read Lucha Mystery next. Make sure you do that. And I'll put it in, like, it's subliminal messages in the app. Once you're falling asleep, I'll just add it in there so that, Scattered Comics is there.
Oh, okay. So subliminal plug.
Yeah, subliminal plugging. Yeah, that's right.
Of course. And then the publishers can always pay you a little extra to put a plug for their books.
That's exactly right.
That's how it works.
I think it might work. I have the voice for it. Maybe not ASMR, but I think that, I can probably work it.
You do have that DJ voice, though. This is Jeff of Spinwhiz Comics coming to you
I appreciate that. I used
it.
to do I used to work for Clear Channel back in the day.
Really?
And well, when I was in college, I did some stuff. I was doing promotions for them.
A lot in college.
I was very busy. Yeah,
You did your Clear Channel. You got your drinking on. You got
a lot of drinking. Yeah, yeah, lots of drinking. I don't drink much anymore because of as much as I drank in college. But when I was at Clear Channel, I went over from promotions into sales, and every now and then they'd pull me into the studio and be like, "We want you to help us do a spot." So I used to do stuff for Y94 FM all the time, and it was
okay,
Y94 FM. You know,
you know the call, you know the whole call thing.
Yep, the best of the 80s, 90s, and today now on Y94 FM, and it just doesn't go away. Is really what it is. But anyway, we are about to take off because we've been on for 20 minutes. We're so close to that 15.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well, we're going to bring you, I was telling, so everybody, Jason and I were chatting before, we're going to try to bring the full Scattered Comics crew into a Zoom meeting and just shoot the shit about publishing for like an hour. It's going to be a live stream. It's going to be fantastic. I don't know when we're going to, hopefully in the beginning of June sometime.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Great.
That'd be awesome.
We won't have an overlay like this fun stuff because this is kind of all fancy. It's just Zoom. We're just going to pop it right in the screen and just talk. And I'm going to rip questions apart and we're going to do some fun games. And it's going to be awesome.
Games?
So,
okay.
Well, games as in like quick shot.
How well do you know your creator?
That's right. Yeah.
What is Evan's favorite movie?
Yeah, Evan, the one Canadian who doesn't like hockey.
Oh, he did say that, didn't he?
Jeez, and then anyway,
Evan is awesome though.
He's the man.
Yeah,
he is awesome. His girlfriend's wonderful as well. Or girlfriend, yes.
Oh yeah, Dee. She's awesome.
Yeah, she was in the back the whole time. Like she jumped into the screen and started talking to me.
Man, she's super supportive of him too.
She's awesome.
And of Scattered as well. She's always like chiming in, doing the likes and the loves on our posts and stuff. You guys, link in the description probably somewhere to see Evan's interview with Jeff.
I'll do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, since we mentioned it, we'll give him a little hookup. And so we're almost out of time.
Okay.
Anything else you want to chat about while we're here? We got through a lot. I mean, I want people to go see this, Lilith and Mara comic book. It's their first vampire and succubus sisters. I mean,
what else you got to say? I mean,
it kind of sells itself.
You got the artwork. You got the tagline.
18 days left.
Yes, 18 days left, and we would appreciate just checking it out, watching the video, and just checking what it is. If it's not for you, that's cool. But if you could share it with any of your friends and family, that's even half the battle. So yes, help us to get the book out there. And you guys are so supportive, and I always want to thank Jeff for having me on the show and just always being supportive of us Scattered people everywhere. So
you guys really are awesome. It's easy to support awesome people. So it doesn't even not even a wasted breath. It's fantastic. So Jason, hang out here with me with a minute. I want to say goodbye to you offline.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay right here. I'm going to try to see if Gorilla Mosh and Fatty B are going to be playing tonight with Apex, or if they want to play Call of Duty, which I suck at. So give me 5-10 minutes, maybe. I got to find those guys. We'll be right back. Jason, stay on the line. Again, Jason Dube from Scattered Comics with Lilith and Mara. Go check it out. It's going to be one of the greatest comics this year. You will not be disappointed, and the cover has nipples. Be right back.